start this.
Oh, holy shit! Right on time. We are live with Bad Optics. Today I got Dade L. Murphy, Wolfshot, Chagrin Ann Barrett, and Big Fat Brian, and whoever the fuck else shows up because I sent out a bunch of links.
What's going on, guys?
Hello.
Oh shit!
Somebody touched something and it wasn't me.
Yep, that would be me. I fucked up. Not much.
Yo.
I left the YouTube page up, so I had a really weird echo for a second there.
Success! We foiled something we didn't mean to foil.
Well, it is.
I am here to fuck shit up, so I mean, I have fulfilled my purpose.
Yep. I call it Bad Optics for a reason. I don't really plan these very well. I just basically pick anything that I think is somewhat interesting that has happened within the last 24 hours or so and throw it up in here.
That seems to be the best way to do it, though, you know? People plan them out, and then they turn to shit anyway.
So if you plan nothing and it turns out perfectly, great, we're done.
Exactly.
Turns into, like, poop and traps.
It's like when my neighbor yesterday, she was making brownies and she didn't have any eggs until her mother-in-law went out and got them.
Oh,
So instead of asking, "Hey Dade, can I borrow some eggs from you?" and I just said, "Yeah, sure, here you go. Who cares? It's eggs." She let the mix sit there for about an hour and a half before she got the eggs, and then she made the brownies, and then she wondered why they came out all chewy and not so gooey.
Oh yeah.
Basically, yeah. Why don't you just cook some cement mix? You might actually have better results. Hey, Sir Wolfie.
Well, the way those brownies turned out, you wouldn't have been surprised if it was cement mix.
Yeah, I actually tried to make a pound cake, not realizing I thought it was an easy cake. Apparently, pound cake is not an easy cake to make.
Oh no, it's not.
I made mason.
What size of hammer did you use?
I make my wife a pound cake.
Now, is that a Sammy Hagar reference?
No, that's a lesbian sex reference.
No, I know it is. I'm just saying.
I didn't understand it, so obviously it's.
I think Pound Cake was a Van Halen song co-written by Sammy Hagar, so that's why I said, "Is that a Sammy Hagar reference?"
Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna too much.
All right, so I only have 2 topics for the night. That's generally all I can get through anyway. And the first one is the whole Rose McGowan Rose Army thing, and Twitter putting her in Twitter jail for cussing out Ben Affleck. So we're going to talk about a woman that has not been relevant since the early
since Jawbreaker.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you actually went further than I was. I was going to say since what? Season 4 of Charmed?
Yeah.
Jawbreaker was a good fucking movie, though, I got to say.
That is a good movie. I'll give you you got me on that one.
She was in
What else is she in? Hold on a second. I'm gonna look up this.
Oh no, she was in fucking Planet the goddamn
the Grindhouse
Tarantino.
movie.
Planet
Yeah, Planet Terror.
Yeah, okay, that's the last one she was relevant in.
Yeah.
Well,
she was in Scream too, huh? Oh.
Did she have facial reconstruction before or after Grindhouse?
That was before because
no, that was definitely after.
That was after because if you take a look at her from Charmed and then Grindhouse, she really does look different.
Yeah, because Jawbreaker, she looked like a fucking 10, and then you get to Grindhouse, and it looks like she's been on heroin for about 20 years.
Right.
Well, that could have something to do with Marilyn Manson.
She shaved her head.
Yeah, that could do it.
I mean, Marilyn. I mean, you know,
that guy. Okay, so what exactly happened with Rose McGowan and Ben Affleck? Because I don't follow either one of them.
Well, she was talking about what happened with the whole Harry Weinstein thing, which is
Harvey Weinstein
altogether. And she basically cussed out Ben Affleck, and Twitter put her in jail for it.
She cussed out Ben Affleck because Casey Affleck, his brother, was accused of touching some girl, or I don't know how far it went. Thorne, how far did it go? I don't even know.
Sexually groping on a TV show.
Boob gropage.
Oh, okay.
And then, yeah.
But what did Ben Affleck have to do with Harvey Weinstein?
Actually, there's one thing. He allegedly lied about the incident with Rose and Harvey, and she actually went to Ben Affleck about the thing, and and she said that he told her, darn it, I told him to stop doing that kind of stuff. So it was like he knew, and he didn't.
They all
say
know.
anything or speak
Of course
out.
they all know.
Yeah, I mean,
They all know.
Yeah.
Okay,
This
well,
sucks.
there at least is the specifics of why.
Well, I mean, this fake outrage is just like I don't know, like it's manufactured. It's like we all know, but
Yeah.
you're not going to do anything about it because you're just not.
Yeah, that's massive virtue signaling, if nothing else. And like I said on the Bitches Gripes complaint session, I said, well, why doesn't he just do us a favor and do a Roman Polanski and get the fuck out of here?
Just leave the fucking country and don't come back. Fuck off.
I think it's sort of funny though the
you're
tweet
playing
that he
Crash.
actually got not the whole situation obviously.
Well,
But,
obviously, yeah,
it's a
that was
little fun,
assumed. That was assumed.
but the tweet that she actually got taken off of Twitter for, all it said was like "fuck off," right? Like that's all it said, if I remember correctly. That's what's been floating around, and I'm pretty sure I say worse than that on a daily basis.
Excuse me, but one thing that Twitter is saying is that she released a private phone number.
I haven't seen any
Oh.
screenshots or receipts of that though, so I'm having a
Right.
hard time believing it.
It may
Yeah.
have been deleted before it got out too far, but
Shit, you know they deleted that shit like quick as a bitch.
I don't know. It's the internet. I mean, it's there somewhere.
Yeah,
if
someone's
it's
got to have
there.
receipts.
And the other thing though is they've let a lot of different private phone numbers out there if it's people that disagree with their ideology.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
they've been
whoever-
picking and choosing for quite a while. That's what Rose McGowan was saying. He's like, there's powerful forces at play here because I've seen people release phone numbers and Twitter does not touch them.
Mm-hmm.
So we're saying, okay, so basically, if Rose McGowan, or is it Rose McGowan's people who releases phone numbers are getting banned, or is it whose ideology is favored here?
Ben Affleck and the
Harvey
Afflecks.
Weinstein.
I think it's probably just mostly a hierarchy of power.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not relevant. They are relevant. So when she does something like that, then she's going to be the one that's banned rather than them. Or, it being left up, I should say.
And the thing
Well,
is,
all I know is that I'm still gonna go see fucking Justice League.
I'm not.
Go fuck yourself.
No, I've
Probably not.
not been going to see movies for long before this. The last movie I went and saw was Wonder Woman because my daughter hadn't shipped out yet for basic training.
I saw
So-
it. It was good.
Yeah, I heard that was fucking great because they're breaking it into two parts.
And because that was actually good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was brilliant.
I haven't seen it yet. I've seen
Really
the old
fucking
one finally a month ago. I finally saw the old one.
The new one actually will scare you.
Yeah, it's really damn good, and they broke it into two parts, which is the best thing because I didn't want to go see it because I figured, oh well, they're gonna put it in a 3.5-hour movie or something. It's like, no, it's broken into two parts because reasons. I'm like, oh, I'm going out to see it then, and it was great, but I didn't pay for the ticket.
Yeah.
So, but the whole idea of whether Twitter, fuck those guys. I mean, they're just immature little mollusks. That's all they are.
Yeah, that's true. But have you tried Gab?
Well,
Gab is just as bad.
It's way worse, man.
Yeah,
I was
it
on
is,
Gab
dude.
for 48 hours and someone told me to drink bleach.
Fuck it all, dude. Like,
Yeah.
What is
seriously.
it? A fucking loser libtard, please drink bleach. I'm just like, oh. Okay, yeah, bye.
Yeah, no, I
Fuck this, I
started,
prefer Twitter.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
I started an account to see
I
what
would
it
have.
was.
I would have said something smart ass like, "I drink it all the time, haven't you? It's really good."
It's like, don't you?
no, I said, my personal preference is the lemon, but when the store doesn't have it, I have to go with Hawaiian scent.
I gotta go with the
Doesn't have the quite same
spice.
taste, but still.
Spice-
Pumpkin
they have
spice-
pumpkin
the pumpkin
spice bleach
spice.
now.
There you go.
For the
Pumpkin spice-
basic
pumpkin
bitch
spice
in you.
bleach.
For the basic bitch in you. Pumpkin spice.
Oh, stop it!
That's
Dude,
so basic that you want to end it all.
I got to do this, guys. New from Clorox, pumpkin spice fall blend for the bitch in you. When you feel like ending it all, drink your pumpkin spice twice a day. Goddamn son of a bitch! A fucking commercial
Buy
drink.
now
Oh,
at your local
God.
groceries.
You know
Three
what
easy
the
payments
worst
in
piece of
1985.
candy? You know what the worst piece of fucking candy I've ever had? Pumpkin spice M&Ms.
No.
Really?
no.
Oh,
They had
no.
those?
No.
Yes,
No.
they did.
They
No.
did. Okay,
Octopus no.
that one went by me.
Right now.
Pumpkin spice tampons.
Oh, what?
Coming
With
to,
the tampons. No.
Are those
coming
for real?
to the feminine aisle near you.
Please tell me those aren't real.
No.
They probably are. I bet they are.
Tampons?
That I
I'll
hope
put money on it,
They probably would
Pumpkin
be.
spice douche.
dude.
We just
See,
not with the
that
pumpkin
wouldn't
spice.
that wouldn't really matter.
You know, I think it'd make the bedroom feel a lot like fall.
Your dick would burn. Like your dick would burn and rot off and rocket off your body.
Here's the thing I don't understand.
Oh,
Why?
I've had my
what's
kids. I'm good.
fall? What's so great about fall? You can't wear cutoffs in the fall because half the time you're freezing. Okay, there's nothing good about fall. Okay.
Okay,
You're
the worst
talking,
part-
you're talking
the worst-
to a winter guy. I don't give a shit.
The worst part about it is it's cold in the morning, but by the time like noon rolls around, you're having a fucking heat stroke because you wore a hoodie.
Right?
See, I don't have any of these problems. I weigh like 300 pounds, so I'm wearing a tank top and some short shorts, and
Well,
I've
I'm
got
always,
sandals on. It's
I'm
no
always
bigs.
hot, so it doesn't matter. Like I don't know.
Oh.
Well, thank you, Thorn. Whoa.
Wow.
I'm not cold.
Okay, I'm straight, and that distracted me.
Dicks out for Harambe.
Tits out for Harambe.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
All right, Brian, just keep yours in. We'll be okay.
Yeah, MC said it's now safe to
wouldn't
go
wanna shame
outside in
anyone.
Arizona without like
Oh.
immolating.
Is MC in the chat? Tell him to
Yeah,
stop
he is.
yelling at clouds.
Yeah, stop yelling at clouds, MC. That's my job now. I mean,
Get the
Moving
fuck
on.
off my lawn, MC.
MC, get the
Okay,
fuck out of my
so-
DMs, for fuck's sake.
so
Shut up.
We're talking about basically how Twitter decided to go full metal potato, ban one celebrity over another because of
Oh, metal potato.
Full metal
big
retard.
time full metal potato.
You never go full retard, man.
Well, they do all the time, and the
Yeah.
rest of us who are not celebrities, we don't end up giving a crap. I think Twitter fails to realize that because we're still going to do what we're going to do, whether we go see a movie or whether we don't go see a movie, or we're going to do what, Twitter, you bite my ass. You're irrelevant. And I don't lose an ounce of sleep if somebody says something bad about me on Twitter.
Well, you know what? I think the problem is that it's the manufactured outrage that people are having over Harvey Weinstein. This shit goes back to like
Roman
when movies
Polanski.
started. This
Long
goes back
before
to when
Roman
movies started.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like with Judy Garland and fucking
Alfred
what's that?
Hitchcock?
Yeah, that dude and
That too.
the MGM guys and fucking
Yeah, the early talkies, because, and I can't speak for the black and white era, but they weren't really saying anything in the old silent films, and therefore they didn't really they were more worried about looks and performance as opposed to speaking parts.
well, I'm talking about like Joan Crawford era kind of
Oh,
shit.
yeah. That's the early
I mean,
talk.
she was like hooked on speed and alcohol because the hours they made her work, and then
Yeah.
all this shit, and she had to make herself relevant and all this other bullshits. And then you've got the kitty sex scandal, the pedophile child sex rings, like the two
that's what-
Corey thing.
Yeah,
you know?
and I like Corey Feldman as an actor, and he's not even a bad person, but what is he? Who's got what on him to where he actually can't start naming names? Because if he's irrelevant by today's standards, he should just basically, because he defended Michael Jackson to the death, and we all know Michael Jackson was innocent. Why don't you just start throwing out names there, Mr. Feldman? Because they can't do shit to you unless they want to get you on a slander charge, and even then, they have to prove that you lied.
Because he doesn't want to die.
Yeah, I was gonna
Probably.
say it's probably more about getting something like a hit put out on you.
What did he know about Hillary Clinton? I'm kidding.
You know something about Bill.
His name was Robert Paulson.
Yeah.
Even
But-
in the UK, with even over there with the child sex rings over there, you're seeing a lot of it being swept under the rug because not only is it rich, powerful people, but it's also rich, powerful people in the government.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with the Hollywood elite, how many of them have ties to the government as well?
I mean, I'm not going to go full balls Pizzagate, though. I'm not doing that.
No, I don't agree with that either, but I think that there are some people who are in powerful positions that have, maybe they're not doing it themselves, but they have friends that do that, and those people feel like they have protection because of who their friends are.
Well, there was a book that came out. I can't remember what the hell it was called, or a documentary. It was like something that implicated George H.W. Bush in some kind of sexual proclivity of Jeb Bush with a child or some shit. He knew something.
Oh.
It was very much like the dude from Penn State.
Okay. That's just creepy. Ugh.
I can't remember the guy from Penn State. I can't remember his name, but it was very much like that case. But, I mean, I'm not surprised. And it's awful. It's terrible. This whole fucking thing is awful.
Yeah.
But no one is going to take responsibility, and no one is going to arrest anybody.
Right.
And that's basically the major point: responsibility and accountability. Everybody wants to continually pass the buck, but if it's us, lower people, the peons, yeah, we burn at the stake.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, they're just gonna sit here on this fucking shit, and they're just gonna wait until the next news cycle rolls around and everybody fucking forgets about it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's the thing, is we don't keep harping on it.
Yeah.
It's the holy order of the blue check marks, or elitism.
Well, it didn't help Rose McGowan. She has a blue check mark.
It doesn't matter. She essentially went against the blue check mark she was part of.
Apparently stepped on somebody's toe. And
so they ousted her.
Yeah.
Isn't there someone else without a check mark or something there that's been floating around Twitter? I saw that meme earlier, or a retweet of something of that effect earlier.
She'll lose that blue check mark.
I can't remember. God damn it. Anyways, but
I love how everybody's like Harry Weinstein. Oh, he's suicidal. Boo-hoo.
I wish he was suicidal.
Goodbye. Oh. And we all know that Harvey Weinstein created Miramax, right? And Miramax is owned by Disney. We know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Disney has to know something. That's the other thing about this whole fucking thing.
We know that Disney's got a lot of nasty skeletons in its closet.
Why do you think all the child stars end up so fucked up?
Well,
I'm saying.
Exactly. Look at poor Miley Cyrus, and look how jacked up she got. Bless her heart.
Well, she's okay. She's kind of. I mean,
that's her dad's fault.
Whoa.
Partially.
Everyone knows Miley Cyrus is a clone in which the original Miley Cyrus was murdered, and the new one
Illuminati
has taken her
confirmed.
place.
Every time they clone her, she gets worse and worse.
That's Pepsi. That's Pepsi. Don't lie. That's the
fucking
Pepsi.
Avril Lavigne over here.
It's a deteriorating clone.
Avril Lavigne is an android. Illuminati.
Is that
Miley
like bitch
Cyrus
Brian from Family Guy? Is this bitch Miley? This bitch Miley and bitch Avril?
No, that's the whole thing. All the Disney Channel kid stars are replicants. They self-destruct when they get to a certain age.
Oh.
Have y'all guys ever looked at the MK Ultra
About
conspiracy
30, right?
theory?
The what, Chagrin?
Oh, sorry, the MK Ultra conspiracy theories.
Yes, of course. And blue. What was it? I'm drunk. Come on, Blue Bird or Blue Mockingbird or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mockingjay. You know what? Fuck. I don't want. Let's get away from that.
Otho wants access to this particular cloning lab and like an industrial amount of lube.
Oh,
God damn. Where's Dr. Venture?
Really
Get that
huge.
kid
It's
in here.
cool.
Give that kid a medal.
okay. So one thing though is it's really weird because they say around the age of 27, all the fissures in the psyche start melding into each other, and that's when they have the breakdowns. And if you look, that's when a lot of child stars start committing suicide.
Yep.
Oh well, not fast enough for me.
Oh.
MK Ultra did happen. It is, and
Yeah.
but there are worst experiments the government has done.
Yeah, we already know about the Manchurian Candidate.
But I'm not gonna fucking get into it because I'm not gonna put on
Now
my
leave
hat.
that for.
I'm not
leave
putting
that
on my
for somebody else.
tinfoil hat tonight. I'm a little
Leave
drunk.
that for somebody else's stream.
No, you don't even need to put on a tinfoil hat. I mean, there's like legit Freedom of Information Act shit that actually happened.
No, I'm talking about where they released like nuclear shit out into this one town and created the Mothman.
Oh no, I'm just talking about them trying to test like various mind control drugs on people so that they can become psychics and shit.
What is
It's
it?
actually, yeah, that's
Men with
that actually
goats.
did.
He's stuff.
That's
Man,
LSD. That's LSD.
Mm-mm.
Sorry.
There's three different ones. We could do a whole fucking stream on it. MK Ultra was just one of them, and
Let me
probably
know
the
when
least
we get back
bad.
on topic.
Men with Goats was a comedy based off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Men who stare at goats.
Y'all ever watched Granite Falls? That was a good one too. Or Granite Flats. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with
Woke as fuck. Thank you, Thorn.
Woke as fuck.
Woke as fuck.
So
Well,
what about the doxing issue?
Oh, okay. So I mean that kind of like pales in comparison.
Wow.
Anyway,
wow,
so
Zero.
there's this-
Why do you have to be the old guy?
I don't know. There's this YouTuber called Pagan Minotaur.
Mainly because the two topics were
I know Pagan Minotaur.
not the
You know Pagan
MK
Minotaur.
Ultra
I
shit.
don't. Sir Wolfie does. I tried to get him on, but he's not. I'm pretty sure he's probably dealing with
He's in another live stream.
Oh yeah, and I just assumed he'd be dealing with his asshole neighbors behind him.
Yeah, the
Right?
neighbors behind him are Muslim.
Oh,
And
no
vegan.
Jesus
vegans.
Christ.
And vegan.
How does that work?
Time to buy an entire
They-
pig and roast that bitch.
We already had this conversation. I'm like, I don't even
Yes,
know
we
who Pagan
did.
Minotaur is, but I will buy a pig and a spit roast, and we will have her
Dude, we
fucking
need to donate a pig to that motherfucker for real.
We all need to
Yes.
bring some barbecue sauce and shit too.
But as I'm saying though, his neighbors sent emails to 6 different content creators.
including Suit Yourself.
Yeah, I heard. I saw
it, yeah.
Suit. Yeah,
Do
I saw that.
yourself, Madwoman Muse, Cognitive Thought, Irate Bear.
I know Zephanorian got involved too.
And, yeah, Zephanorian
Well,
got
of course he
I'm
did.
getting involved. I'm helping with the collab, so
No, like Zeph. I'm just like Zeph didn't even need to really do anything. Pagan's like, nah, no, I know who it is. You don't have to talk to anybody. I'll tell you exactly who it is.
it's his neighbors. And the thing is Madwoman saw the email before she had coffee.
Oh, Judas
Both
Priest.
of them. They got her twice already before she had coffee.
Yeah. Then they basically did a death threat. Why are you attacking me and my husband? I should put this gay ass fucker down. But your American laws would take me away from my family.
Good.
Oh, yeah, but she's
I
trying.
mean, too bad. Too bad.
Yeah, but he's
But-
trying to get Pagan's kids taken away from him.
Right. Right. That was in the first email.
Yeah,
He's already dealing with a case. But the thing about we're in America, we have the right to our opinion.
Let me.
okay, someone needs to explain things to me.
Go. For
Okay,
it.
so Pagan is in the UK, I'm assuming then.
No, Pagan is in America.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, I
Probably
thought
in Michigan or some shit.
I have no
I
idea.
thought he
where
was in the fucking UK.
Nope.
No.
Anyway,
Fuck.
That's why it makes no fucking
So,
sense to send it to Cog
who-
or Suit.
By law.
Yeah, that's why he thought he was in
No,
the
they
UK.
were trying to get these 6 creators to get him to delete all his vegan videos.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good. Mm-hmm.
And they sent it to Suit Yourself. It was over from there.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
That's like the
Oh, don't-
literally the worst YouTuber to send that to.
Or
Don't worry.
besides Talca,
Do
Talca.
not worry. Paperwork is in order.
good.
Yeah, anybody watching
also-
this, if they send you anything, keep the receipts and
Just
send them
ignore
to
it.
Pagan.
Yeah, ignore it, but
Also-
screen cap the fuck out of it.
Also, there's going to be a very huge collab video coming up, one on my channel. Go ahead and mirror it if you want when it comes up. It's being done now. So yeah, Dire Wolf is even in this one.
As long as
Oh,
we're
shit.
plugging things, I've
Hey,
got a vegan green bean recipe that's up. You guys should go see.
yes, I will be all over that. I
I'll-
fucking love green.
Only if it has bacon.
Does it have bacon?
I can't say
It's
anything.
vegan.
Watch it. It's vegan.
That doesn't mean
God.
it's bad. That doesn't mean
It's
it's bad.
delicious.
There is some vegan food that is good as fuck.
I will watch it.
Now I was on a
Send me the
live,
link.
I was watching a live stream the other night from Ace Salieri, and this guy was arguing with him, and he basically just threw his. It was over some other kind of shenanigans over a matter of $5 about something or other. And so this asshole decides to throw Ace Salieri's real phone number on the live on the side chat.
Oh fuck.
And so Ace Salieri is getting disrespected by this jackhat, and this jackhat's calling him all sorts of names, starts calling his wife names, starts calling his kid's name, and that's when everybody else jumped in on both sides and says, hey, if you got a problem with Ace Salieri, take it up with Ace Salieri, don't bring his kids and his wife into it. And yours truly called in and called the guy out for his bullshit for putting the dude's phone number on the goddamn side chat. That's
Real
a
quick,
low blow
they sent
dox
the
bullshit.
email. They sent the email with his Pagan Minotaur's real name and address.
Yep.
Wow.
I want to send that man some
Maybe
pork
I don't
chops.
understand how it goes.
Just
Oh, no. We were talking about having a grill out, and I go over there with pulled pork sandwiches to say, here you
We're a
go.
fucking
This is a gift from
schmeckle.
the party.
We need a crowdfund. We need to crowdfund to buy Pagan Minotaur, a whole pig, and a spit.
A whole pig. I'm telling you, a whole pig, and I will fucking dig the spit myself.
By law, he cannot dig the spit. He would have to build the spit.
That's fine.
Yeah, we can do that. That's like
Yeah, we
3
can do
pieces of
that. We've
rebar.
got enough
Yeah.
fucking people. Fuck it.
That's a welding torch and some rebar. That's easy.
Wow.
Let's get
I
this
can do
party
that. Give me a
started.
welding torch.
Let's get this party started.
Yeah,
I
let's
use
kick
those.
this fucking pig. Come on.
Road trip. I don't
Okay,
have no
here-
fucking
here's
clue where
what we
Pagan
do. We
lives.
get Here's what we do. We get everybody
He
to
lives in
come to
Iowa.
my- He does?
That's a long road
Yes.
trip.
There sure as hell better not be any Muslims around here in Iowa.
I have no problem with them being Muslims. I have no
Neighbor,
problem with being
neighbor's the
assholes.
pagan.
I have no problem. I have no problem with
Subscribe to
Muslims.
Pagan Minotaur.
We're
Those
getting the
assholes.
woke takes here.
You want to hear the miracle about this? Miracle about this, he had less subscribers than me, and he jumped over 200 from me because of this doxing issue.
Oh yeah.
I'm jealous.
Let's
She
get,
basically made him
let's get everybody over to my house for this party, invite his Muslim neighbors over, and then have me turn around and point a Colt 45 at him and say, oh, by the way, you're trespassing, leave or be shot.
No, if you invited them.
Yeah, that's
No,
not. Yeah, that. Yeah.
Now, I said we can invite them, but I didn't say they were allowed on my property.
Oh, I don't think that's
so.
covered in Castle Doctrine.
I don't know about that.
Here's how it works in the state of Iowa.
I'm gonna be honest. That's kind of shitty.
You can be, yeah, I don't care if it's shitty. You can, if you're invited to somebody's house and you so much as say the wrong word and you become discourteous to the host can automatically say, please leave my property. If you refuse to leave property, you have then basically the capability of saying, you can now leave my property or I can make you forcefully leave. Which means if you choose not to leave, I can point any sort of weapon at you to get you off the property prior to calling the police.
Hey, old man, quit yelling at a cloud.
I want
I'm
to.
yelling
No.
at two clouds.
Yo, I want to have it in Pagan's yard, and then we just rent 2 big ass fans and put it behind them, point it at their fucking house.
Yeah.
That sounds even better. Now, who wants to
Passive-aggressive
who wants
is the
to
best
say
way to
listen
handle
to the
this.
barbecue sauce?
I'm more of a passive aggressive. I barbecue sauce. I can
Yeah.
make barbecue sauce.
There we go.
I
We gotta
make
get
the best
we gotta
shit.
get the good barbecue sauce.
I make barbecue sauce. I will make it 5 different ways, and you can pick
tell
which one you
Pagan
want.
I will fucking gut. I will go hunting and I will bring the deer I killed up there and fucking flesh it out on his in his backyard and make a video of it so they can fucking watch. It'll be great. They'll love it.
Oh, goodness.
Dade,
What you should do is have a video of you and make it look like you're throwing all the entrails in their backyard. But don't really do it.
The whole
Don't
gut
really
pile.
do it. Don't really do it. Don't actually do it, but we can make it look like that. Otha says that Wisconsin is better than Iowa, and I think we both need to fight him.
Whatever.
Eh. They do have the better cheese.
All I'm gonna say is who has the better football record this year, and it sure as hell ain't the Badgers.
Oh my goodness. Why does everything get melted down to
Oh
football?
yeah, I got one better for you. Who has a better hockey record?
The Blackhawks.
Hawks.
Wisconsin
Oh
is
my
cheese though.
goodness. Y'all.
Blackhawks, baby.
And
Fucking
cheese is
10
light.
to 1 opening day, baby.
I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me if people say one state's better than the other. It's all good.
How dare
It
you?
is what it is.
Yeah, but he also hates Wisconsin. So
Wait
Oh,
until they
that's
play
fine.
Red
Yeah,
Wings.
whatever. Packers are
My
sucking
husband-
ass this year
my
anyway.
husband has an obsession with the city of Pella, Iowa, and I don't get it.
Tulips.
Yes, and
That's his point. The Pella Tulip Festival. That's why.
cool. As long as there's food there, I'll go.
And there's great food. It usually comes
Of
from
course.
the Amana colonies. That's why he has the very good obsession with Pella, Iowa.
He lived there for a while.
Old man
And
yelling.
he knows
at
exactly
clouds.
what he's talking about. I am not yelling at clouds. I'm confirming why her husband has an obsession with Pella, Iowa.
You
It's
don't
because
know
of the
that.
tulip.
Are you a fucking mind reader?
It's because of the Tulip Festival. That's why everybody goes there.
Hey, Helen has a
Also-
tulip festival.
oh,
Helen, Michigan has a tulip festival too.
They do.
Pella, you guys know Pella Windows? That company?
Yes.
That's also from Iowa.
Man, this
That's-
is some
that's one of
exciting
the-
ass shit.
I know it is.
No
I'm yelling
shit.
at anthills now.
We're talking about windows.
Sorry.
Pretty flowers and clear windows.
We got a horse festival here and strawberries.
Yo, I can't
Oh, that
list all
reminds
this. Oh, I
me,
almost.
That reminds me. When's the old Threshers reunion coming up?
Brian, I almost blocked you.
Anyway, who blocked who?
I almost blocked Brian. I'm just like, oh, that's the wrong. That is
Dork.
not a wrench.
That is not a wrench.
Give him a wrench.
Why?
The Midwest is fucked. The whole fucking country is fucked currently.
Hey, I like Virginia. Virginia's
Have
alright.
y'all seen what's going on? We got hurricanes, we got wildfires, and we got a rapper and the president fighting. What in the world is going on with the U.S. of A lately?
Okay,
Hey,
can somebody
oh, that
Hey,
was
that
funny.
44-year-old white dude can bust more rhymes than any asshole I've ever met.
Okay, you know
I'm
what?
sorry, that's funny to me. I enjoyed
You
it.
know what we can do right now to make America great again? Change Donald Trump's Twitter password.
Yes!
1,
Okay,
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have that same combination on my luggage.
I was getting ready to say that. You fucking
You know what's so sad, y'all?
I kind of
Okay,
like the
I
fact
was
that he's
not
on
a
Twitter.
fan of Hillary, but you know how bad does your candidate have to be that you
Why
get
did you
beat
tell me
by
my
a
ass was so
talking
big?
Cheeto?
Yes,
How,
So
Make
that-
America
that's
gay
telling you
again.
something.
I love you, Chagrin.
I couldn't hear what Chagrin was saying
Oh, sorry. Let me
Cheat on
say
your
it.
husband with me.
because everybody else. I can't hear you, Chagrin. Can
Sorry,
you say that
go
again,
ahead.
please?
I said, okay, so I was not a fan of Hillary. Okay, I just
Right.
was not. But this should be a wake up call to the left because how bad is your candidate that you got beat out by a talking Cheeto?
Agreed.
That was Hillary's to lose. He lost spectacularly.
Uh,
I'm just saying. Look, okay, y'all could have had anybody.
Do you want to know why Trump won?
Because
Because
technically,
Obama fucked up.
Here's the
What?
deal. I didn't vote.
technically he
before
won.
this.
He did not win the popular vote. He won the electoral vote.
Chagrin, let Chagrin talk.
Sorry, Wolf Shot.
Technically,
I did not. This was the first year I voted. This is the first election I ever voted in. I didn't care before, but I had this little old lady, and I can't stand little old ladies like this. But little old lady
Boy,
telling
here we
me that I am a horrible person if I vote for somebody else because I disagree with things she's done in the past, and I don't think she's really got America's best interest at heart.
no, she doesn't.
Nope.
I don't like her. But if I vote for this other guy, oh, I'm a racist, misogynist, Islamophobe, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry, honey, but have you been to my house? Have you met my children? Have you sat down at dinner with me? No. So you don't know me. And you ain't about to tell me how to live my life, okay? I don't let the little grouchy church ladies do it when I was a teenager. I ain't letting you grouchy old lady tell me how to live my life now.
Thank you for your point, and my point to bounce off that would be, and also that was pathetic. But I thought that was gonna be a better burp. I was holding it in.
Well, here,
Oh man.
I'm not gonna
Also,
go. I'm not gonna
this
go.
was-
Old, I'm not gonna go old man yelling at clouds here. But
There we go.
If people
God
are
damn it.
so as racist as everybody say they are, explain all the Latinos and blacks that voted for our president. Yeah.
You know, it
They're
hurts me when
supremacists.
people say our president. It hurts me in the cockles of my fucking heart.
You have a heart?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, just checking.
I don't know if our
Wanna make-
if
I wanna make
our
sure we're a robot.
president does. I'm not 100% on that.
I just want to make sure you weren't a robot.
He
or a
might
clone.
be mostly self-tanner at this point.
The orange, the motherfucking
That-
orange. Though.
That see, that's the point. He may just be orange.
No, his hair is a parasite. He's mostly parasite.
That's
Oh,
a
is
dead
it
cat.
like
That's
those
a
green
dead
blobs
cat.
from Futurama?
Yeah, only
That's a
like
There
dead
you go.
cat.
yellow.
I mean,
Are we gonna get a Doctor Who episode where we find out the hair's really pulling all the strings?
That would be funny.
We
laugh at
have
that.
confirmed it's attached to him and not a toupee, so it's not like totally out of
We know it. See, here's the problem with that. He wishes he could toupee like William Shatner toupees. Ain't nobody toupeeing like Big Will.
Wait, William Shatner has a toupee? That's a
Oh
great
yes.
toupee. Holy shit!
Oh yes.
Wow.
Oh yes.
I
He's
love
been-
William Shatner's Twitter. By the way,
He's
he's amazing.
toupeer since back in the day, since after the first Star Trek.
Me and him were talking about Win Destiel.
I'm trying to get him to talk to me. He won't talk to me.
William
No, it's
Shatner looks
William
like
Shatner.
a bloated hot dog.
Everybody in
What are
the
you supposed
chat,
to?
tweet at William Shatner and tell him to talk to me.
Well, Shot Sugar, how much have you had to drink?
I've had half a
One
handle
beer.
of Jack Daniels.
Okay, just checking on you.
One of the things I was saying was the reason that I actually do like the fact that Donald Trump has a Twitter is not the reason most people think. It's because if he's posting something on Twitter, you're seeing something that you are not supposed to look at. Like, it's misdirection. So if you just go, oh, well, everyone's reporting on this, what aren't they reporting on? You can see other things happening. Like, we were drone striking Yemen, so that didn't seem to make the front page of news, or the whole like Barcelona thing that's been going on recently.
Yeah.
He's making
Nice.
America great again.
Yeah. Also, he keeps talking shit about Chicago. I'm just like, motherfucker, how far into your presidency are you? And you said you were gonna have this shit solved in 2 weeks. Shut your mouth unless you've got a solution.
He thinks
Bureaucracy
Puerto
is a
Rico
bitch.
is in big water.
You got to understand, it's not just the president. He's got to go through the House of Senate and the House of Representatives.
Yep.
Yeah, that was impossible. That's
Executive
impossible.
orders, man. He's been passing them out like fucking
Look.
condoms at
No,
a
that's
fucking
Obama.
brothel.
That was Obama.
Oh, shut the fuck up. No, he's been doing it too.
Yeah, I was about to
Oh,
say.
but did it
They
more.
both did it. They both did it.
Who
They all
cares?
do.
It's
What are you
like
talking?
condoms at a gay bar.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Wait,
Because,
like
yeah.
a hooker
Hold
on
on.
Fleet Week.
Pride Parade. We can-
Burn.
are we just
Look.
gonna go in?
No.
I got a condom at the
Anyway.
Pride Parade. I was very confused.
Thorn, I would give you a condom.
Hey,
Right?
in California, our condoms are given out with AIDS now.
Yep.
Oh, God, man.
Yeah, they are.
That whole state needs to sink like Escape from LA and just call it a day.
Fucking
We're on
Tool,
fire.
Tool
The
was
job's
right.
halfway done.
Building the
Tool
wall.
was
on the-
so right.
God, so much yelling. We're building the wall on the wrong border.
You
No,
are.
they
You
can,
really
they
are.
can add California to that as far as I'm
Make
concerned.
Thorn president. Thorn for president
Oh
2020.
my goodness, that man.
No,
Okay, can I
no,
just
no.
say I
Thorn
wanna-
for vice. I was fucking with Tonka with this one. I said Tonka for president, Thorn for vice president.
I want
No,
Thorn.
I want to be Secretary of State, bitch.
Hey, can I be your campaign manager?
Yes.
Dude, I want to be Rumsfeld or whatever. I want to be the Secretary of Defense.
There we go.
I want
Get her a golden
shut-
jack and put her to work.
Wolfshot has all of her press conferences with her mouth full of dip.
Suck my dick. Next
I want to be. I want to be.
fucking business.
I'll be the press secretary, and that way, anytime a somebody asks a hard question. Here, have a cookie.
There you go.
There we go.
Can I be
Perfect.
the general major?
No, honestly, of everybody in this like little group, I think honestly Chagrin would be the best press secretary.
Yeah, she would.
Yeah,
would.
she would demilitarize the whole situation in simple sense. Oh,
What?
y'all so sweet, have some cookies,
fuck.
and that would be the end of it. They'd be like, okay,
Yeah. Every time she gets stressed out, everybody gets cookies.
No hashtag fake news shit. It's hashtags have some cookies, sweetie.
Or how about, now that is an inappropriate question to ask a lady.
There you
Hashtag,
go.
oh,
Boom.
bless your heart.
There you go, buddy. There you go. Now, as long as I can be Secretary of Education, anytime anybody ever asks me a question, I go, well, why don't you read a dictionary and I'll just walk out.
Who's that one dude? Oh God, what is his name?
Spicer.
Alonzo Larone. His entry is literally get a dictionary.
Yeah, get a dictionary.
Get a dictionary.
I love his shit. It is hilarious. I laugh so damn
Dude,
hard.
when he reads like fucking Twitter comments and shit, oh my god.
Speaking of Twitter comments, I put on the side chat there, I said, I tweeted at William Shatner, how about that lady of Ms. Rule?
I saw my phone's right next to me.
Oh my goodness. MC Cookies, bring on the cupcakes. Yes, we'd have like campaign, instead of campaign buttons, you get a cupcake.
You know what? We need to send Chagrin to Pagan's house and just have her make some fucking cookies and send her to the neighbor's house and be like, here you go. Now everything's fine.
We're gonna make Kim
good.
Jong-un cookies.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, seriously, everything's fine now.
I've got a meme for that. Hold on.
Like, make Kim Jong-un cookies. I think that's too long.
I have this picture of me in an apron holding up a big old thing of Crisco, and it says, "Oh, you're vegan? That's all right, honey. I'll fry you up some okra."
My brain stopped at Crisco because it's in the gutter right now.
Chagrin. Do you know how to make pemmican?
No, honey. What's that?
Oh, I know what that is.
Okay, because my wife she wants a recipe for pemmican.
Oh, there's a YouTube page that makes all sorts of like old-fashioned shit like that. I need to find it again and send it to you. Pemmican is basically it's a Native American dish that's essentially preserved meat, but instead of making it like jerky, they grind it up and mix it with herbs and plants and whatnot.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really good.
It's like one of those acquired taste type things. I've had it before. It's fine.
The only native food that I know is
Fry bread.
Fry bread.
Yes, ma'am. I love fry bread.
Ooh, has anybody ever had Three Sisters soup?
Oh,
I have. I've grown Three Sisters before.
It's so good.
I used to go to a powwow up here in the mountains in Virginia, and they used to have fry bread stands and soups, and they had bison soup and stuff. And they had the best fucking food.
Dude,
That's one of the great things about living in the Midwest. I actually can find bison burgers.
Oh.
I just go out and shoot a deer. That's what I do.
I'm just gonna burp into the mic for the rest of the night.
Every time you do it, you gotta say Pickle Rick, though.
What?
Rick.
We're gonna get riggedy wrecked.
Rick.
Getting a riggedy wrecked.
Okay, I've never watched this.
Dude, I'm so wrecked right now. Though. I think, yeah.
I am pretending to be drunker than I actually am. I'm still nursing the same beer. It's gross. P.S. I was saying this on Date's stream. IPAs suck. Stop making them. Not everything has to taste like hops, especially when it's supposed to taste like grapefruit.
Now, what's the point of making a specialized beer if it doesn't taste like what it's supposed to be specialized
It
as?
doesn't taste like grapefruit at all.
What beer is that? Hey, Thorn, what beer is that?
It is Samuel Adams, who usually makes good beer. Rebel Grapefruit IPA. Oh, Rebel and IPA. Please, let's.
Well, it's Samuel Adams. There's your first problem.
The only thing Samuel Adams is good for is weed and hooker spit.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Also, like this whole, like all of this up in here, this is essentially like, am I hip with the kids now?
Yeah, it's hipster shit.
What's up, my dude?
You know they just
What
boiled
is
those
up,
hops
my
for like
millennial
10 hours.
What is up, my millennials? Do you like my IPA?
Do
which is
millennials?
barely an IPA. It's just like bitter crap. But yeah,
I'm
I don't
probably
think
older than all of
IPA.
you.
I don't know that IPA like hops and grapefruit. I don't think go together real well.
It's bitter on top of bitter, so
It's
I'm probably older than all you. Also, flavored stuff is new to me.
I don't.
really because lambics are not a new thing.
Sir, how old are you? Type it in the side chat for me.
I would club a
I
baby
will let you know
seal
this
for a
way. See if you
lambic
can
right
figure
about
it
now.
out. I am the meaning of life and everything in the universe.
Yeah, I'm 42 as well. Bite me.
Where? I am a wolf.
Calm down.
No, I'm just giving him shit because he's like, I'm the oldest person in here. It's like, I'm old too, but that's why I yell at clouds.
I'm not saying that.
Y'all, I
I'm a
really
pretty
want a
wolf.
fucking. I want a Radler or a lambic. Like I would club a baby seal for one of those.
Layla, pretty wolf. Hi.
We got two old guys that would yell at clouds and a woman that with a sexy southern accent who you dare not ask her age because she will beat your ass and then put you in a pie.
With a rolling pin.
That's right.
No. It's I'm going to
I'm
hit you
30.
with a wooden spoon. That's
I have to
I
go.
thought you were in your
Chagrin,
20s.
chagrin. That's not a threat.
I
I
have
know.
to.
it
That's
is.
a
Have you
turn
seen
on.
the wooden spoon?
Yeah.
Thorn inside.
That's
I thought
not
you were in
that's
your
a turn
20s.
on.
What?
I've got to go
I
to.
thought you were in your
bed
20s.
Ah, shut
Okay.
shut up, everybody. What?
now. I've got
I
to go.
thought you were in your 20s.
Not
I'm
you.
30.
You
I'm
look
30.
like you're in your 20s.
I'm
Thank
30.
you.
Fuck you. I'm 30. I have to go to bed now.
You look like
All
a
right.
wolf.
I
Thanks
am
for
a wolf,
stopping
you
by, Wolfshot.
motherfucker. I've had fuck the opinion out of your mouth, bitch.
Wolf
Thanks for stopping by, Wolfshot. Good to see you again.
Bye,
Have a good
Wolfshot.
night, hon.
Good
Yeah.
night, Wolf Honey.
Night, guys.
Hey, Wolfie.
Night.
This is not as big of a dumpster fire stream as I thought.
Yeah,
Adorable. I love
we're slightly well behaved.
I know it's just like this is slightly better than the cunt stream.
Well, this is what you
Yeah,
get when you hang out with
it's slightly fucking
professionals
better.
for the most part.
I think this is the fired up
Oh.
you've all ever seen me.
Yeah. Wow.
So
I'm not mad yet. Which is
Cool.
good.
you know, I'm too
happy
old
with
to
that.
get pissed. I'm too old to get pissed off about shit anymore. I just don't give a fuck.
I'm getting there.
I'm the point to
Yeah.
where let the stupid just kill
Hey,
each
you
other.
know what? Yeah. You
Yeah.
know what I did on election night? I stayed home and got extremely drunk.
You know what I did?
I went out. I went out and voted, and then on election night, I just said, "Well, tomorrow I'm going to wake up and Hillary's going to be president. I better start stocking arms." And then I woke up and Trump was president. I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go to the gym and work out for a while." And that was it. And everybody else was panicking. I'm like, "I don't get whatever, fuckers."
It was
And then and then I let all the good shit happen from everybody. The next day or two, they all had their streams up of reactions of people autistically screeching, and I was just laughing my ass off.
It's been brought over to my It's been brought to my attention that people are talking over Brian. I'm so sorry, Brian. Please go ahead and talk. Mostly Otha. He's like, you're a man.
It's okay. I don't really care all that much.
Ouch.
no
It's the
offense
power
to
of the
you.
chef's hat.
Exactly. Yeah. It's I'm indifferent to a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I was saying the night that I voted for the Pokemon Party. I'm not even
I
kidding
voted,
you.
really did
I
that?
voted for Bullwinkle.
Really fill that in?
Like, there's whispers that Hillary might run again. I swear to God, if Hillary runs
She ain't
again.
gonna run
She's
again.
not.
No, I'm gonna write in giant fucking meteor.
Yeah.
I'm not voting for fuck that.
I might vote for Mighty Mouse.
I live in
If
Chicago.
her dumbass runs again, I'm gonna write in vote for resurrected Roman Polanski.
No, Tonka. Everybody vote for Tonka.
I'm gonna vote for William Shatner.
I want him to be very confused as to why he's actually on the presidential ballot. I mean, he's not gonna win, honestly. If he really doesn't want to be president, though, that's the funny part.
I don't think I could be
You hear
president
that,
because
everybody? Everybody vote
I'd
for
probably
Tonka.
end up,
Everybody vote for Tonka.
I don't think I could be president because I'd end up ruling the country like Doctor Doom, and there'd be a problem.
I think you can
I
make
don't
this
vote for
happen.
dictators.
Then I want to help, man. I want to help you because I did the same.
Can
If
you
you
imagine?
Well,
if you
there-
can get 10,000 people to vote for Harambe, then I think you can get one state to vote for Tonka.
Rhode Island.
Can you imagine him on Twitter as a president?
No, because like, you wouldn't know what was happening. Like, what the fuck happened? I went to bed and I woke up and I'm fucking president.
Fuck you.
Fuck you all.
God damn it! Now I gotta work.
I actually gotta do shit. It's bullshit.
I want
You're behind this, Thorn. I see how it is.
Huh?
Thorn's behind this. Like, I can just see him saying stuff like that.
I am
you're behind this,
They
Thorn.
didn't want to be president, so now I just keep tweeting.
I did
want-
not know that.
Talk over president.
I want Rick Grimes for president, so every time something goes
It's
wrong,
my fault.
so every time something goes wrong, so he goes, Carl!
Tonka Thorn 2020.
Yes. I don't want to be president either, so that's why it's perfect. Because I was saying the perfect person to be president is someone who is A, qualified, and B, doesn't fucking want to be president.
What? Okay, the perfect hypothetical
that's the
person.
problem. We never have we don't have
Hypothetical.
anybody.
Because they'll never run. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
Exactly.
So you would need to force them to be president, which obviously that is not Tonka or me. I'm not saying that I'm fucking qualified to be president. I'm a fucking barista. So
Oh,
Well, I mean, let's be
I
honest.
think
How many people are really qualified to be president?
I would,
um,
I mean, like what is that? What does that mean, really? Because, you know, we can argue what that means. I'm done with business people.
Yeah, I could see Tonka at the press rally though,
Presidency
flipping
at
him off with
gunpoint.
just both fingers.
Yeah.
There's my speech, bitches.
This is Tonka's first speech.
dude, I mean, think about it though. Like, people would be like, "You're a Nazi." How?
No,
I would
how?
love to run.
I'm
I would
listening.
I would love to run for president and somebody say, "You're a racist." Okay, sounds good. You're a homophobe. Tell that to my daughter. And you're a sexist. I'm like, okay, well, don't tell my wife that, but she might get, she might get a little mad. But okay, anybody else? You're fat. I know. I go to the gym. Fuck off already.
You're a racist. But
Okay,
why,
sounds
though?
good. Yeah,
But why,
exactly.
though?
Why? I don't know. Okay,
No, but
sounds
why,
good.
though?
Next.
Here's the thing. Do you ever notice when people say America first, everyone thinks they mean white America first? It's like, no, no,
Why
no,
did
no,
you
no.
assume that America
that's-
was white people? Racist.
Well, see, that seems to be the problem, because when I tell people I'm a nationalist, they actually say, well, what do you mean by a nationalist? I said, America for Americans, regardless of skin tone. They're like, yeah, sounds right. And it's like, well, duh.
Yeah.
It's like, why did you assume that America was only white people? You fucking racist.
Right? I just don't get it. Like,
I'm not a
It's-
nationalist or anything, but that is pretty
It's the grapefruit in you it's the grapefruit in you that's showing itself. Step away from the dark side. They don't have the cookies you're
It's
looking
almost
for.
gone.
You're sitting there puckering. I don't get it.
Huh?
Never mind.
Exactly. See, she's zoning out.
A little bit.
be nice. Boys, be
Where
nice.
the failure is.
What party would you run for?
I am being nice.
Sugar,
What
sugar,
party?
Yeah.
I don't know.
sugar, and I'm a dominant. I don't know
The
the meaning
hops
of being
party.
nice.
The hops party.
We're going to be
Fuck
independent.
hops.
And that
Exactly.
way we can get the...
I don't know.
I forgot what we were talking about, but that's okay.
Not affiliated. Because I'm currently like not affiliated. I actually went and like I was a Democrat. Now I'm not anymore.
Good for you.
I
You
don't
grew
know.
up.
I fucking like I went to the DMV with my dad, and they're just like, "What party are you?" And I'm just like, "Dad, what party are you?" And he's like, "I'm a Democrat." I'm just like, "Okay, whatever."
Not
I
that.
don't give a
The other
shit.
one.
Well,
Yeah.
why don't we set
I
up your
don't-
campaign? What are your football issues?
Yeah.
Well, also,
There you go.
I do live in Chicago, so I might actually register as a Democrat so I can vote in the primaries.
Oh, that sucks that you have a state like that.
I know, and it sucks that they're
Chicago.
connected to me.
Rahm Emanuel's our mayor. Chicago.
You still need to move to Iowa, sweetie. We have better cookies.
I don't move anywhere where I have to drive.
You don't have to, dude. We have a very good bus system around here.
I'll drive you.
Okay, I would
We'll
do
get you a
opposite.
pony.
That sounded kinky, sexy,
I
and
fucking hate
authentic.
horses.
Do you guys need to borrow my dungeon?
Not like
I have
All there is
one
horses in the
bedroom.
dungeon.
Whoopi doesn't know this about me, but last time we had Valentine's Day, we went to the hardware store. That's when you know you're kinky.
That's my type of date.
Right?
I have no response to that.
Well,
It's better than the pet store.
You know that you're talking too loud in the hardware store when one of the workers is like, "What the fuck is happening in aisle 7?" I don't know, but I'm looking at plumbing fixtures, and I'm gonna have a whole lot of fucking fun tonight.
I know. One time I bought stuff and they looked at me like I was gonna kill somebody. I was like,
Yeah,
"What?
there's
It's
a
from my
little
bedroom."
overlap there. Why are you buying a tarp and a lot of plumbing shit and a shovel? Because I plan to have a party in the morning and then gardening the day after. No, these aren't related. I swear.
Yet.
Yet. Unless the party goes really poorly. No, I'm kidding. That's not.
What if it goes really, really well?
Ooh.
No, I'm pretty sure anything that ends with a dead body is poorly.
Please
To
don't
some
remind me
people.
of parties that went really, really well. It reminds me of my house in Kansas where I'd be
Somewhere-
stepping over naked bodies going through the door.
Somewhere on YouTube there is a video of someone being arrested in Chicago related to a kink party. I was in the house. I had no idea what was going on outside. I found that video later. I'm just like, wait, I know those people. Wait, I know that street. Oh fuck. What the fuck did I miss? I don't know what his problem was. He was on something. We all kicked him out.
Aw. Well.
That's a no-no.
whatever's safe.
Don't kink while high. It's not a good idea.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay.
That's how people die
No.
with the girls.
Like,
No.
oh god.
You
Yeah.
don't kink while high or intoxicated.
Well, heavily intoxicated. And I always have at least one beer, but
And
could
I
be
thought it was
You could be
weird
comfortably
the
numb,
looks
but not intoxicated.
And I thought it was weird the looks I got at the gun range. I get weird looks because they always try to loan me a 22, and I'm like, the 45's mine, sir.
no,
And so's
that's
that Benelli.
Chagrin. That's because the shotgun is the same size as you. I've seen your shotgun.
It's not the same. Okay, look, I'm not that tiny. It's just the gun makes me look tiny. Okay.
Okay, so you're not that tiny. The gun's just enormous.
Yes.
Cool.
Warning people, it's actually an elephant gun.
It's
Oh god, I was watching a video. I think they called it a T-Rex round in an elephant gun,
Here.
and it's just basically a bunch of dudes falling down.
That's great. I got to fire a breakaway rifle. It's a bit older, and it doesn't have any recoil padding or anything in it. And I guess a bit older, and we put deer slugs in it,
Oh God.
and they gave it to me.
Oh, fun. They just wanted to see you fall over.
I didn't fall over though, because I know how to handle myself. But it was just funny because the next day I had a hole in my shoulder.
But what was hilarious about this video, they're just like, oh no, these guys are not amateurs. These guys are all professionals for various countries. You got folks from the Middle East, you got folks from the United States, UK, everybody. Almost everybody fell. Or was knocked off balance by this fucking gun.
I don't blame them.
Yeah.
I only need
funny
4
watching the guys from the Middle
subscribers.
East because they were all wearing those white robes. And there was one where this one really tiny guy was firing it and 2 of them were bracing him and everybody fucking fell. It was great.
That's funny.
Funniest shit I've seen in a long time that was gun related.
I actually got my best friend to fire a 45, and she'd never fired a gun before, but I got her to fire a 45 at the range last time we went. And I was kind of nervous about it, but I kept telling her, lock your elbows. Lock your elbows. She almost hit herself in the face and broke her glasses.
God, has anybody seen the video where the dude, he's got a shotgun. I don't know if it's a sawed-off or not, or if it's just a short barrel, but he holds it like this.
Oh yes.
I'm like, I know nothing about guns, and as soon as he did this, I'm just like, oh, this is gonna end well for you. Nope, it didn't end well for you. That's a broken nose.
Some idiot let a girl fire a shotgun and just
She did the
one
same.
hand on the trigger.
Yeah, like that.
I saw that one where it spun around. Oh my lord, that scared me to death. I thought she was gonna shoot herself and the guy behind her.
Yep. You know you fucked up when you shot that dude behind you. God, there's one of like a cannon where they he goes and he lights it and he moves away, and I guess he touched it in such a way that it went and flipped. And everybody cleared out. Fuck, everyone duck and cover. I fucked up.
He done messed up.
Fucked up with gunpowder. Now in 1776.
Oh man. Dude, I tried to fire a .38 special revolver too, and that thing took forever. So like your whole arm is like shaking as you're pulling the trigger, and it's like this thing's gonna fall out of my hand before I can pull the trigger.
I love revolvers.
Dipshit that left up Skype.
I took my my armed guard training with a 357 Magnum revolver.
Oh goodness gracious!
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
This one was just like one that's designed to be in a woman's handbag. And so, like, the trigger takes forever to pull, so it doesn't snag on something and the person just accidentally go off. Like, there's a reason behind why the trigger was so rough to pull, but I did not like it.
I fired a gun once in my whole life, and the camp counselor didn't tell me not to put the stock in front of my face. That was the first and last time I ever fired a gun. I ended up with a bloody face.
I think I have a perfect segue here.
What?
So, speaking of camp, I was a Boy Scout.
Oh.
And I used to fire they used to do these pump action rifles that were pellet guns, right? And they have you do like a balloon up against a haystack and target and all these things, right? But I was not a great kid, so so when they told us to stop firing and the instructor put his hand out, I shot him in the hand. That did actually happen, and that's how I got kicked out of Boy Scouts. Now, how do you feel about women in Boy Scouts?
Okay, hang on. I need to send Otha the link because I haven't been checking Twitter, and apparently he's been asking for the link. Sorry, Otha.
That's been going on since 1998. It was called Venture. They don't need to be fucking integrating little girls with little boys in the Boy Scouts. It's a money ploy. End of story.
You know, I would say the same thing except for one thing, and that is that when I was a kid, Boy Scouts were not quite completely taken over by the Church of Mormon. I mean, they had just bought the rights to all the Boy Scout shit, but they hadn't changed everything yet. And I slowly got to see that happen as I grew up and right before I got kicked out. So I don't really, I would say screw those guys. Let the girls in.
Yeah, no, okay, so here's the thing. Where I grew up in the suburbs of Chicago. I got up into like a quarter of the way through Brownies, right? And then we didn't have a Girl Scout troop anymore. So we had no Scout troop. And also when we did have a Girl Scout troop, I'm just like, yeah, shit, this is going to be awesome. We're going to do camping and all this awesome shit. Nah, fucking fashion shows and macrame. And it was bullshit.
Yeah.
No one liked it. So I'm just like, can I please join the Boy Scouts? And they're like, no, you can't join the Boy Scouts because you're not a boy. And just like, but they're learning how to use power tools and fix cars and actual life skills and shit. And we weren't learning shit. And it was garbage.
I was almost
an
Eagle Scout.
Well, the thing about the whole thing about it is boys need to grow up with other boys and form that bond. Girls need to grow up with other girls and form their bonds. There's nothing saying that they can't learn what the guys are learning. Every child needs to know how to have basic survival skills.
Yeah,
yes, I agree.
Yeah, tell that to the Girl Scout moms because they seem to think that every girl wants to do fashion shows and
that's a mom issue. That's the problem of the parents. This whole thing
and the Scout leader.
That's the whole problem with that's them. See, my daughter, she was a Girl Scout, and then she went into venture, and then she went into the military. That's all there was to it. She learned survival skills from day one. She didn't learn how to fucking cook because she says, well, I'm going to probably go into the Air Force or become a nurse. I have better things to do than worrying about cooking fucking cookies and shit. And I said, okay, that's fine, sweetie. She goes, besides, when I'm on my own, I'll read a Rachel Ray cooking book and I'll cook for myself. I'll be okay. It's not a big deal.
They taught boys how to cook in Boy Scouts.
They do. I mean, you have to. That's the thing about survival skills. You have to be able to cook your food. It's not the old way of thinking of like when my parents grew up thinking women are stuck in home ec and men are in the shop. No, every child, but it's the specifics of Boy Scouts needs to be for boys so they have pair bonding. Girl Scouts needs to be for girls so they have pair bonding with. And then if you want to go into venture, that's fine because that's what venture was created for.
Yeah, except it didn't really take off.
It still exists. It still exists. And so whose fault is that? It's the parents' fault. And this and if the Mormons are involved in any way, that just explains how fucked up they are. And fuck these guys. I don't care.
Oh, yeah, seriously, what the Mormons do with the Boy Scouts, like fuck that shit. That was bullshit.
But the Mormons are the only organized religion that have armed guards at their temple. So what does that tell you?
That it's a cult?
Hero.
That's right. Just like
I thought
Scientology.
Scientology had that too.
Hero.
Oh yeah, and they disappeared. Okay, I gotta pee. I'll be back.
What?
Take pictures.
Right when I get here.
Midway through
Right
comment.
when I fucking show up. God
She knew
damn
you were
it.
coming, so she decided to go pee. She doesn't like you.
Everyone can hear me fine?
Yeah, you sound great.
What?
Awesome.
Okay. So that's the whole thing with the Boy Scouts. It's a money ploy, it's a cash ploy, and it's identity politics at its finest.
What I don't get is my camera isn't on. I hooked my camera up.
You're not a sexy black skull with a pink background? I prefer that.
Magenta. Thank you.
Pink.
Hey, I'm an illustrator, so I have to think about these colors in very literal terms.
It's pink.
Yeah. He
Hey,
did my
guys.
icon.
I drew his icon. I drew Brian's icon.
That is a very nice icon.
Thank you.
It's amazing. I can't believe he got it to look so much like
How much
me.
is your commission work?
It's too much for you right now because my commissions are closed.
That doesn't even remotely answer my question.
It answers your question enough to my satisfaction.
Yeah, but we're not here for your satisfaction.
I can't
That-
get what?
Oh, that's what you think. Oh,
Sugar, and I think you need to ask your husband for that.
I was just singing a song. Calm down, guys.
I really love the Devo cover of that song.
I have to listen to that now.
It's really good.
Now that song's stuck in my head.
Oh yeah, I can get one
unmute?
second.
There we go. Yeah, I totally know how this song works.
Hey, Lauren.
What happened?
I don't know.
We
All
killed
the
a few
bad
people.
things.
yep.
They killed me again.
Oh, did you fuck my stream up again?
Always.
Yeah, we
That's
killed
my
people.
mission in life.
Yeah, last time Otha was on a stream, he got really shit-faced and fucked shit up.
I am
He talked-
shit-faced right now.
He talked me into fighting a few people.
What? No, we're trying to get not get Tonka to run for president, get Tonka elected president.
I don't
and then
want
he won't
that.
have a fucking choice.
I don't
Yeah,
want
I
that.
mean, if I'm being honest, I don't really want to get him elected.
No.
Why?
Because he's far too much of a
Magic.
misanthrope. He's
No.
far too much of a misanthrope.
No, Tonka is magic. Somehow, when Tonka's in a stream, shit manages to work out.
That's not always true. I have a lot of close ties to the cult of Cactus, and I will say that's not always true. I love Tonka, but I will say it's not always true.
Okay.
And he would even say that.
Let's
He would.
just say this. Let's see who the other candidates are.
Not me.
I
The
will
only
run
people
for
I vote for,
president.
man.
I wish it was me.
I'd vote for Brian. I've talked enough with Brian about actual policy that would affect the country, that I know that he would at least be on my side on things that were tangible issues as opposed to football issues.
Exactly.
Maybe me. Maybe as vice president. I'd do vice president.
I still think they need to keep politics out of sports.
I
Well,
agree.
What?
that's not
Politics
going
out of
to
everything is not politics.
that's not going to happen until you get sports out of public funding.
Yeah, that's true. And also sports are kind of political in themselves, in the sense that they're the Coliseum. You know.
Yes. Well, you get neighbor hating neighbor state to state as though it were a European province in the medieval time. You know, it's fucking terrible. But when Brian and I are employing the term football issues, it's actually a political term meaning issues that are of no consequence to actual politics, but get people to vote on whatever side people want to.
Got you.
For instance, and people are probably going to hate me for this, the abortion thing.
Yeah, no,
where-
it's abortion, it's gun rights, it's these are the issues.
Yeah.
Here it goes. I call them wedge issues.
That's a term that's a term that people use on television, but having worked in politics, you hear football issues a lot more by strategists.
I was gonna make a joke there, but I decided to keep it clean.
Why?
Why? I don't even see a point of that.
Dude.
I was making jokes about Valentine's Day at the hardware store. Like, why are you trying to keep this shit clean?
I was gonna say we don't need to know what your thong is doing.
Do you
What?
see what I'm wearing?
She showed a belly button.
Why wouldn't you want to know that?
right.
I don't see a downside to that.
Well,
What?
I need to have consent.
I think I would vote for Horton the elephant
What?
from Dr. Seuss.
Hort-
I think I would
Horton
vote
Here's a
for
Who. Yeah.
Horton Here's a Who. Yes, Horton the elephant from Horton Here's a Who. I think he is a perfect candidate because he thinks a person is a person no matter how small, and he also hatched the egg, so he said what he meant, and he meant what he said, and he said what he meant, and he's faithful 100%. I think that's a good candidate.
You're the
I
sweetest
think we
person
should
ever.
do what some towns should do and just like elect a dog.
Yes.
Rough.
Because
Here, Benji.
Benji.
Yeah, well, knowing my luck, Davenport would get Old Yeller.
oh,
That's true.
Oh man, you live in Davenport? Jesus Christ.
Oh, fuck off, bitch.
I love this stream. This is my favorite stream that I've ever held myself.
Aw. I'm so
We
glad to
love
be a
you
part of
too
your
so
favorite
much.
stream.
Oh.
I mean, that's like by default at this point.
I almost feel like I'm loved.
Almost.
Almost being
Stop
defeated.
fishing for attention, wolfy fuck.
I know,
Here's
right?
a problem. I know that I'm loved, but I still
He
hate
needs better
myself.
date, doesn't he, Thorn?
I know that I'm loved and I don't understand why.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't get it.
Because you're
Why
freaking
should you
adorable,
like
Thorn.
me? Thank you. I was like, why does everyone like me? I don't get it.
Because you're
I've
cute.
already explained.
Keep
I've
going.
already explained why I like you and that you're like my niece. So there, end of story.
I'm just loud.
I want to know why my camera isn't showing.
You're not pretty
Are you
enough.
trying to turn your camera on, Oza?
YouTube is sparing us the horrid details of your mug. I don't know.
I am ugly. I'm
Now,
ugly
Dave,
in this. I
that's
want to
not
inflict.
nice.
Hey,
want to inflict
you know what, Chagrin? There are 4 of us here that have either icons or are showing what our faces actually look like. So
I'm the only one with a camera on. I'm feeling
she's
left
got her
out.
camera on.
Look.
Your icon is who you are. Brian's is who he is, and mine is who I am.
I made an,
Okay.
an effort. I have an
What
actual
about me?
background.
What's that make me?
Cool looking.
You're a wolf.
A fuzzy thing wearing a black hat.
You're a fucking furry.
If you really want to know what I look like, you can easily find my image on the internet.
Hey,
How about this?
I'm not hiding.
As long as you don't look like Jeffrey Dahmer, it's all good.
No,
Was that
I look like a bearded asshole. I don't know.
Jeffrey Dahmer's actually kind of handsome.
You're an asshole. That's like you and everybody else on the planet, huh?
What do you think?
I have sort of a Fu Manchu
Yay.
thing going on.
Hi.
Well, that's nothing wrong with that.
There.
Who doesn't like the Fu Manchu?
I will turn my camera on if we take shots.
Oh my goodness.
I don't have shots to
I
take.
don't have any
Brian-
shots to take.
I am almost 64 ounces into booze.
I mean,
I don't need
up to you
shots.
guys.
I am 12 ounces into booze.
I'm okay if you take swigs over shots. That's fine.
The bottle is empty, and I am not drinking any more of that shit.
Damn. Well, that's
See,
so
I'm serious.
gross.
I
Now do you
fucking refuse.
Thorn.
Now do you see why I hide
What?
behind an icon? I'm the scariest motherfucker you'll ever see.
No.
Do you mind if I? Do you mind if I?
Finger arms.
I did a finger arms illustration once, actually.
That's why I just said that.
Really? Are you lying?
Nope.
I think you're lying.
Why would he be lying?
Because I think he's lying. Because I think he doesn't know my work. Because I think he is
But I retweet you all the time, and I know he follows me.
So I'm lying, considering that I just shared.
Oh shit! Oh my god! That's actually my Coroflot profile. Which holy fuck!
Beautiful. And it was on Google,
Thank
and
you.
it's very beautiful. That's why I
Thank
said,
you.
"Hey, finger arms, very beautiful."
No, that's one of the few paintings I've done. I'm pretty proud of it. It's a digital painting, but I'm still proud of it.
It's very nice. I like it.
Thank you.
Very sci-fi of 50s.
And it's actually it's from a dream. I'm an insomniac,
far
and I have micro dreams, and I did a
Right.
series of micro dream illustrations.
That sounds
But-
I've had that issue before too. Some weird shit.
I've had it since I was age 9, and it just has never gone away.
I have that, but they're not dreams. They're usually nightmares. So
I get all of it. My brain generally goes to the ludicrous and the silly, so I'm lucky that way. But Thorn, the other night to me in a private message, you mentioned to me that you were drinking your favorite beer, but you did not tell me what your favorite beer was.
it's called Wari.
Wari.
So it's a beer that is made with a very special type of purple corn, and it's
Purple?
based off. Yes, it is a type of purple corn that is grown in Chile.
Mm.
So it basically only is. It's like a seasonal beer, and I went to this bar, this random fucking bar, and I looked at the beer list, and it was at the top of the beer list, and I'm just like, I was so fucking excited. I was so fucking excited. Now, if only I could find a liquor store that sells it, I would be the happiest person on earth.
I'm
got
surprised you actually can't get it mailed to you.
Yeah, mailing liquor in Illinois is surprisingly problematic.
Why? Because somebody will take it and drink it?
No, they just won't let you fucking do it.
No. They won't?
Even though they make
They ship box wine all the time, that kind of stuff. You can have it special.
garbage.
No, I'm just saying
Okay.
it's not the fact that you can't. They won't do it. It's just like alcohol is shipped all the time. I can go down to the local Hy-Vee store in Davenport, and I can say, hey, can you order this for me? And they will order it and send it to the store, and I can pick it up.
I have the number for Off Color, and I should be like, look, I will pay you. You need to ship me this beer.
You can make a special request and ask, because they order X amount, and their purpose is to sell a product and make money.
I was there when so this beer actually has a whole fucking backstory. This beer was originally launched by the Field Museum because basically Off Color came to them and is like, hey, we have this idea to brew a beer kind of as an homage to this ancient brewing technique. Would you guys be interested in doing a launch night for us? And the Field Museum's like, yeah, that's tangentially related to what we do, being the Field Museum, so yes. And also, we already serve your fucking beer, because they actually have they make Tooth and Claw, which is basically the Field Museum's main beer. So they launched this beer. I bought fucking tickets, so I'm sitting there drinking beer with no one else in the fucking museum. I had the run of the Field Museum with a couple other folks. It was great because they just let us wander around. So they never did that again, probably because they basically essentially let a bunch of drunk people wander around the Field Museum.
I love the Field Museum. I only got to go there once.
Great.
I mainly went through the paleontology exhibits because that's my main nerd
Sue!
action. Sue's amazing. Sue's right there in the lobby, though. You got to go through all the other stuff. It's amazing.
Well, her skull is actually up on the second floor. So her real skull.
Her real skull, yes, but her remolded and completed skull is on the model that sits there right when you walk in the door. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. I got my camera to work, by the way.
Yay!
Is it just me, or does it seem like your images are slow?
What do you mean?
Like they're freezing? Well, they seem to freeze and then they unfreeze as you're talking.
I don't know. What I'm seeing is real time right now.
Yeah, it looks
Okay.
fine to me.
Maybe it just needs to be refreshed or something.
I have really good internet, so.
Hi, Ashley.
Did I just see some head bot like
Sorry,
this?
I got some music in my head.
That's nothing to be apologizing for. It's good.
I'm actually a
Unfortunately,
musician, so
my coworkers
So am I.
got Christmas carols stuck in my head.
what do you play?
I draw, I play guitar, bass guitar, I do sequencing, drum programming. I am also an amateur recorder who has recorded several bands locally.
I've done sound engineering as well.
Yeah.
I've also done lead singer, background singer. I know how to play violin, trombone, drums, keyboards.
I do not know how to play any instruments that use my breath, but I've played. I sat down. I was really nervous, but I sat down at a party a couple of months back and played cello in front of a bunch of people, and I didn't realize it, but people were really getting into it. And then after I was done, people were like, "Oh my god, I was so fucking into
That's
what
such
you
a
were
nice
doing."
instrument, isn't it?
It is. It's amazing. It's amazing. I was blown away.
Holy shit! You play cello?
Yeah, I played cello in front of about 30 people, and it was. I didn't even think about it. I was just like, I haven't been able to actually ever have my hands on a cello for more than a few minutes at a time. And a friend of mine was like, here's my cello. And I was like, all right. There's a photo of me on Facebook on Twitter. Sorry, on Twitter. There's a photo of me on Twitter or on Instagram, whatever, of me playing cello at the party. And people were like, I really got into what you were doing. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know what to do.
That's crazy. I always wanted to learn to play the cello.
It's stringed
Beautiful
instruments.
instrument. You should give it a try.
It is an amazing instrument, and it's stringed instruments all have a similar theory about them. And if you actually get beyond the nervousness and start just thinking about note progressions, steps inside of a key, things like that, you start being able to do different stuff. It's all music.
Unfortunately, my condition took the string instruments away from me, so I kind of retired from music.
Really? Well, what? I know you have some sort of degenerative muscle thing, right?
Connective tissue disorder.
Yeah, and your skin. Yeah, all right. So you can't do the fine motor skills stuff.
I can't. My fingers bend.
Oh, so you can't throw your tips in.
Right.
All right. I've known a couple people like that, but yeah. Oh, not with the disorder. No. Tom Waits actually has that, and he still plays guitar. It's fucking weird.
I have what's called Marfan syndrome. So.
Yeah, more fans. Okay. I'll look that up. I remember when we talked the first time, you told us a little bit about that.
Yes.
I don't do anything, so that's why I'm on YouTube. Is to
You look pretty.
be stuff. I look pretty, but I'm not gonna look pretty when I'm 60. So
That's not necessarily true.
I don't know.
But it's not just that you look pretty. You also have some challenging ideas in your head, and I know you have a little bit of trouble letting yourself get them out, but you do have good challenging ideas.
I'm
Very
working on
good.
it. I think my last video is significantly better than some of the other stuff that I've put out.
Yes,
It's
I
not
liked it.
great.
you're getting there.
I liked it.
I'm clearing out the spare room that we have while we still have it, and I'm gonna shoot a bunch of assets from like the waist up,
There you go.
and have my arms in there.
Assets.
Calm down with the Groucho Marx eyebrows over there.
I know who should be president.
Who
No.
should be president? Do we have a puppies? The puppies?
Oh, you want to? Oh, that puppy. Not
Lulu
this
for
one.
dog.
Oh, it's real Tree Brian. It's real Tree Brian. Real Tree Brian. Oh.
Doggies.
Yeah, we have a president and the vice president.
Sucks. She
I
really
need
wants
to go- I need to get a cat now. Where's
You
my?
can see it. You can see it in her face. Otha, go get the Secretary of State.
Here we go.
Somebody get the cabinet.
Come on, Beans. Oh, yeah.
The
There we
press
go.
room is now 3 hot
There
bitches
we
and
go.
a
Look at
pussy.
this. Look at this.
Wait, what's
Hold
the
on,
gender
hold on,
of
hold
your
on,
dog?
hold on.
Brian, what's the gender of your dog?
He's
Look
a
at this
boy,
big bastard.
and
Oh, no, 3 hot bitches and a pussy.
his name is Bagel.
Bagel!
Aw,
Lulu!
Let's see
so
here.
cute.
Can
I
you
might have a
see?
picture of
No,
Prince.
can y'all see in her face how badly she wants me to put her down?
Yep. But look at Beans here. Look at how happy Beans is.
Beans!
Aw.
There you go, Bagel. You're free. You're free. You're no longer a prop for my uses.
Beans is a purr monster right now.
I'm the only one without a pet, thankfully.
Aw, pets are great.
But
though.
you have like
Aw,
you
kids
have,
are
like-
better because when they grow up, they take care of you.
Not
Yeah,
necessarily.
I don't
That's
know
not
that.
true.
Sometimes it's in a home.
Did you say that sounds true?
I said that's not necessarily true.
That is not necessarily true.
Well, it's necessarily true when my daughter serves in the military and is protecting all your asses. So, yes,
Oh.
it's very true.
Hi,
But
But
Samaj.
what if she becomes an art fag after she's out of the service?
Yeah, but what is
Just
she
like-
protecting us from?
Stupid people! No, she is she is going to
Oh,
be
Ashley's in the
she's
chat.
finishing up to be an E4 medic. So
That's pretty good, but she won't be
And-
qualified to actually give people medical attention outside of the service.
yes, she will.
Really? Did they
Yeah,
change
she-
that?
No, because she went in with her LPN.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, got it. Yeah.
I told you I raised a smart kid. She went in with her LPN long before anything else.
That's good.
Okay. We're gonna pour one out for our homies.
She will be protecting you from dumb
What are you
people.
doing? What, no,
in the hospital.
Brian, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Pour one out for our homies and take our shot.
What is
Oh,
that?
no.
What is it?
I am not.
Ah,
I have no clue.
What is it?
brandy.
I
Ah,
have to work on
Oh. I've been doing oat gun juice.
nah.
I did not clean my gun yet.
What are you going to shoot
I
tomorrow?
squeezed the dog too hard. She got sick.
Oh, nice.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I did not clean the gun. I was supposed to do that, yes.
What are you shooting tomorrow?
No, but I hate the idea of my 45 being dirty. I'm a little bit obsessive compulsive of her, and I like her to stay nice and clean.
I do not yet own a pistol. I only
But,
have two.
like-
I have 2 rifles and a shotty in the house.
Ow, that hurt.
We got a Benelli Supernova.
I just landed on my
I saw
face.
your Benelli, and I want a Benelli. I want a Benelli really bad. They're my
Is
favorite
it-
shotties.
Oh, the hell.
Okay, so
I hail from the magical land of Canada, therefore I have no gun.
Oh shit! It's Samaj. My God.
Wait. I thought you were allowed to have guns in Canada.
Oh, we're allowed to. It's just that most people here aren't very big gun enthusiasts. So
Yeah.
I literally
Listeners.
there is no one in my circle of friends that owns a gun. No one, and I've never actually known anyone who actually owned a gun.
Well, now
Really?
you do.
Damn Maple Leafs.
That's really weird because it's really funny. Is like last time I checked, Canada actually has a really high guns per capita ratio.
Oh
really
yeah,
high
I mean,
firearms per capita.
and there's actually a lot of hunters in the area. It's just my circle of friends have never really done it.
Oh,
I guess.
So
yeah.
you're an art fag is what it is in a city.
Yeah, that's an accurate way of describing it. Yeah, I mean, with the exception of the actual fag part, but I mean, yeah,
well, you know enough.
yeah,
I know that for a fact.
I know enough. Not enough to make anything out of it, but I know enough.
No, when you're a city dweller in the United States, you become familiar with guns, just the same way that farmers become familiar with guns in the United States. It's just the
Yeah.
fucking way it is.
Oh, well,
That's how
and
I
that,
grew up.
and that was the weird part. I actually lived in farm areas for a couple
It
years.
does.
What?
Sorry, go ahead, Samaj. I'm sorry.
Dog fart.
No. The
Your
whole
own fart?
apartment smells like dog puke now.
Oh,
Aw.
Jesus
I'm
Christ!
so sorry, Thorn.
You made your pooch nervous.
I did. She got camera shy, vomiting.
Poor thing.
Sorry,
Poor Thorn
Samaj.
No, it's okay. I'll just say I lived on farms, and most farmers had guns, so.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the only thing I know. Here in the city, there's like next to no guns.
Where are you at? What city are you in, if you don't mind? I don't want to dox you, but
it's okay. I've said it plenty of times on other streams. I'm in Edmonton.
Edmonton.
Alberta.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Like I said, there's lots of hunters around here. There's lots of them. So I mean, there's plenty of guns to go around. It's just that I don't know. We don't have much of a gun culture here. We don't have like I think we have like an open carry thing, but that's how little I know about guns here in Canada. Although, granted, how our demographic is rapidly changing thanks to Sir Cuxton Trudeau, I feel the urge that maybe I should own one.
It was not a bad idea, but
Prime Minister Barbie.
If you don't mind, this has become entirely freeform at this point. But if you don't mind, I would like to relate how I became knowledgeable about guns, being someone who's also from the inner city, who is also an artist, right? So I grew up with gang culture all around me. It was both the inner city, sort of like what people think of as, gangster rap culture kind of shit, right? Combined with the biker gang culture that like traveled, pushed meth and shit like that, right? So I had both sides in my life. And then on top of that, when I became an adult, I started doing freelance illustration right away. And the first sort of shit that I had to do was cyberpunk stuff. So I was like, if I'm going to draw firearms, I want to know how firearms work. So I studied firearms as like a technical thing in order to learn how they work.
I think it's actually rather important for some artists to actually try the actual activity they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I fired a gun for the first time when I was 12.
Sense.
Well, I'll give you an example.
11. It was 11. Yeah.
I think it was a story I heard from. I think it was a story I heard from like Frank Frazetta.
Here you go.
Oh,
kitty.
There's a little kitty cat.
Kitty.
Little calico.
Yes.
Very adorable.
It's very not well lit. I thought it was a black cat there for a second.
It's because Wolfie is so fucking goth.
I call it cat by default.
Hey, I was an OG, okay? I was an original goth from the 80s.
So was I. I'm only a year younger than you, man.
Can I ask how old you are?
He's 41.
I'm 41.
You're 41? Okay, yeah.
I'm an old man. I started working in illustration right out of high school in 1994. I've been doing illustration since 1994 and animation. I've worked for Comedy Central. I've worked for Qualcomm. I've worked for Microsoft. I've done all kinds of crazy shit.
You've been busy.
All right, guys.
You going, Chagrin?
I have to go.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Why do
Papa Bear came home. Say hi. Tell him I said hi.
Whoa. I just want to say
Tell him
something.
we all said hi.
Give your birthday boy a blowjob.
Now that ain't nobody's business but ours, sir.
Hey, I just asked.
I like it when she says sir.
Ain't
I just
nobody.
asked you to get. It's not my business. I'm just talking on your man's behalf.
If he wants something, he knows where he needs to go to get it. So
I'm an advocate.
He said blowjob. Otha and Beard Barian, blowjob advocates.
Hey, I'm one of those too.
I just. Anyway, good night.
Good night.
All I have to do is
Good night,
my girls
Chagrin.
get on their knees.
Oh.
I love what Beard Barian said about actually. They were talking about like ladyboys or something, and he said, "Hey, a pile of black hair in my lap is a pile of black hair in my lap."
Yep. Truth.
Blowjob.
That used to be the way it was.
So
and
true.
Now AIDS is legal.
No, yeah, you're in California. So wait, no.
It's a misdemeanor, okay?
I don't know how much you got to worry about though, because you got a lady, and you got a lady.
You don't know our lives. We could be swingers or into orgies.
That's true.
What's wrong
We're
with
not,
those?
but
I've been on that end of that end of what spectrum? I don't fucking know.
I've been there too.
There. Yeah,
I've been there too.
I think I just got my husband killed.
You're
in his
talking
game.
to a couple of old people, man. We've been there and done that. We've got the stamps to prove it.
you guys were lucky. The 80s wasn't so bad.
I've been there, done that. got
90s,
t-shirts.
2000s, like.
Yeah.
Just 8 years ago, I was escorting a 21-year-old to her orgy birthday party.
Oh wow.
What?
Yeah.
I think you may have to.
That's a
You may have to
thing.
tell more into this story. Well,
At some point in my life. At some point in my
God
life.
damn it!
I had this rule: if you're not old enough to drink, you're not old enough for kink.
That's not true.
No, not at all. What are you talking about?
My standards. My standards.
I grew up in the
That's a
ghetto,
personal
man.
standard.
You can't put standards on anything.
I'm from
live
the
in
ghetto
Chicago.
too, man. I'm from places like Grand Rapids and shit like that. So I'm from the ghetto too.
Grand Rapids is
North
the ghetto?
Minneapolis. Grand
Have you
Rapids.
seen it? It's
Grand
almost
Ra-
like Detroit.
Grand Rapids is pretty fucked, but I've been through the airport.
I live in Chicago.
Yeah, no, I've been through the airport, and I was in what was it, West Chicago? Where's the fucking Parkway in Chicago? I stayed there.
Oh Jesus, that's a shithole.
I've heard of it.
I stayed in the park. I stayed in the Parkway in Chicago when I was there the first time.
That's not even actually Chicago. That's practically Indiana, which is also a shithole.
No. It was actually in Chicago. It was like I could see downtown still, where the Parkway is. I think.
We don't have parkways in Illinois.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Fuck.
Yes, you do. Your sprawl is gigantic too. Jesus
Highway.
Christ.
Highway?
No, Parkway.
Jane Addams?
No, where you have an abutment.
I don't drive.
I don't drive either.
I know.
But I've studied city planning. My next video is going to involve city planning. By the way,
Jesus.
why the
There goes an
fuck?
hour of my life.
Why the fuck did YouTube Saints bump my channel? Why the fuck did Dieter do that to me? Anyways,
Dieter, about my channel.
uh,
Do it. No, my
But
shit
my
has to
channel-
be better.
I just need 4 more, and I can do a 200 question and answer stream.
Me too. I need 25.
before you're what?
I just need
1,000 or something. What is this?
200. I'll be happy.
200. I'm at 200.
I just need 4.
I'm at more than 270.
Yeah, you got to do a question and answer stream, man. I don't know what to tell you.
I can't
What
make
is that?
stupid.
What does that even mean?
That means you bump past your live stream.
No, I
for
didn't.
Yeah, 100 is your 24-hour live stream.
What?
Yeah.
There are rules to this
No.
shit?
Yeah, I
There are rules
did.
to this. And then at 200 you have to do a question and answer. And then I think the next one is 500 where you have to
It's
show
500.
your boobs. Are we sizing it up here? Because I can do this.
No, I know.
can't.
I know.
I
You weigh
can't.
about 40 more pounds than me.
No, but no. And I can't because I will get kicked off. The live stream will just
Not if you
fucking
put duct
end.
tape on it. Not if you put electrical
Just
tape on
duct
it.
tape it. It's cool,
I do
bro.
not have electrical tape on it. I've been trying very hard not to have
You do it
a
all
fucking
day.
There are direct messages. I don't know.
I will let you know though that electrical tape didn't say Prince of Queens when they had that stream there.
No, dude, that's a sore spot for someone.
I don't even
Who
know what
had their
that
balls
is.
out?
Wizard of Cause.
Yeah.
He has nuts out live on the stream, and we're still going.
All right.
And yeah. Oh. What?
Oh shit! Something's happening in the background.
More dog barfing.
Ugh, gross.
Oh
Oh my god! Did I come into a drunk stream? What's going on here?
I'm probably drunk. No, I'm not drunk. I'm tipsy.
You know
I
what?
have been drunk on a Thorn stream before though, and that was terrible. That was July.
I'm
Yes.
not drunk. I'm sleep deprived.
I'm that too, but
Sleep deprived is a relative term.
Picking up the dog is a very big.
I'm what
mistake.
you call a sleep elite. I only get about 3 hours of sleep a night.
so
Yeah, same.
Brian is my internet pimp.
This is true.
He's my internet pimp, and I've been trying to figure out what my internet pimp's hours are, and it's like impossible to figure out Because this motherfucker sometimes at like 3 a.m. is like, all right, I'm gonna pimp your shit. And sometimes it's like 2 p.m. Pimp your shit. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what kind of hours this guy keeps.
Yeah, well, so here's the thing. We actually have a lot more in common than you know, which is really fucking scary.
Yeah.
You know the whole dyslexia thing?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Same.
I'm dyslexic and dyscalculic.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I have a speech impediment.
Yeah, well, I
don't have that.
I'm also got the dyslexia. What the fuck is going on here?
Oh, what? Maybe there's something about people who like to live stream and dyslexia is correlative.
I know that spatial awareness and dyslexia are correlative, like heightened spatial awareness and dyslexia.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have great spatial awareness.
Yep, and I draw in a hyperspatial way. Like the way that I draw is actually through breaking down shapes and going into things like volume instead of just like doing contours. And I know that Samaj has seen some of the stuff I've posted. I've been a little bit mean in this private thread that a couple of artists have been in, where I'm just like, here's this fucking thing. Here's this thing. Go look at this fucking book. God damn it.
What?
And I'm a jerk. Because
It's okay. I actually
Did I break the stream again?
No, you're fine.
You're good. No, you're good.
But no. I think that artists need to, deal with some like harshness every now and then. You just need to fucking, get leather hide skin when it comes to criticism in the internet, because you just can't let it break you.
And here's the thing: is like I've gotten where I am, which is fucking nowhere, still through fucking hard work. Like I did hard work to get to fucking nowhere.
I've got almost 200 in less than 4 months.
My first video went up in July and I'm at almost 300, but that's not what I'm like. I also like I have almost 1,200 Instagram followers. I've sold comic books. I've done work for television. Like I did animation for any y'all motherfuckers got kids. I did animation for Yo Gabba Gabba. Like I've done fucking work for fucking mainstream outlets.
Yo Gabba Gabba was my jam.
Yeah, you were in college when Yo Gabba Gabba was out. So you were smoking spliffs and you were fucking getting stoned. You were getting blazed out, watching all this surreal ass shit. Watching Mark Mothersbaugh doing drawing lessons while Biz Markie came on in the next scene and was talking all kinds of other fucking shit. Yeah,
reruns of SpongeBob. Yeah.
No, you were that generation. You were the generation I was animating for. So like I've done all that stuff, and I still ended up nowhere. And it's because I'm an asshole, and I'm a hyper individualist, and I don't want to climb anyone's fucking ladder. Unless you want to suck a lot of dick, you're not going to get anywhere. And it's metaphorical dick or literal dick or whatever. But it's like, unless you want to do that stuff, you're not going to fucking get anywhere. So I'm just saying, like, when it comes to creating art that will last, people like Frank Frazetta did not suck a lot of dick to get where he got to go. He showed that he was awesome.
Yeah.
And the same goes for so many fucking amazing people, whether it be Kubrick or like whoever the fucking else you can fucking think of, right? These people, Nolan. Christopher Nolan's a pile of shit.
I knew you'd like that one.
I'm not going to implicate myself.
Sorry.
What was that?
Sounds like dogs.
Someone's dog, not mine.
Who screwed a booch?
Mine is currently busy being very sick and stinking at my apartment.
That's disgusting.
I know.
Listen to this
I feel really bad for that. That's why I keep leaving.
Listen to this noise. Do you hear that?
Okay. I'm actually going to call it just because I'm going to go take care of her.
All right. Thorn.
Yeah.
All right, Thorn.
Thanks for having me on, despite the fact that I'm an entire pile of shit dick.
Indeed. Thanks for having me.
I'm a shit dick. I'm a shit dick. Thanks for having me.
And thanks for letting me pimp my channel.
Yeah.
No problem. Anybody else?
Subscribe to Sir Wolfie.
Don't subscribe to me. Don't follow me on Twitter.
Follow.
My existence.
Go see this Instagram.
Do it.
Do it.
I got you on Twitter, man.
He's got more than enough followers on Instagram. He's fine.
All right. Thank you guys for coming out. I'm gonna do this one more time.
Thug life.
No,
Thug
not
life.
that one.
No?
Okay, good night. Not the Hangouts link.